everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what time it is. It is 6 o'clock on Tuesday. And tonight it is ready for a fantastic show. Welcome to Me Powered with Rhonda. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be freaking epic tonight. So make sure you share this right now. Set your reminders. You know, tonight my guest is none other than the iconic Chuckii Booker and my friend, and also Joey Parham, two wonderful musical phenoms in the area right now. And I just want to welcome them. But before we get ready to get started with the show, I want to let you guys know how to tune in, so whatever platform you're on. So Lady J, could you take it away and let everybody know how they can tune in?
Of course. So if this is your first time tuning in to JQLM Radio or Me Powered with Rhonda, and you would like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in, be sure to tell them to download the JQLM Radio app. It is free on their Apple or Android devices. You can also listen live via Amazon Alexa, the TuneIn app, Stream a Simple Radio app, and a host of other platforms of which you can find on our website, where you can also listen live at egoentertainmentnet.com. Also, don't forget to follow, like, and share us on social media. We do follow back. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JQLM Radio. You can also connect with Ego Entertainment Network at EgoEntNet. That's EgoEntNet on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And connect with us on LinkedIn at Ego Entertainment Network. And you can connect with Rhonda as well.
All right. And the way to connect to me, guys, is on YouTube. I'm at Rhonda L. Thompson. Instagram, I have a brand new page, me.powered. And also, everybody knows me as Rhonda T and ATL. That is still the main one to get me. At Facebook, we got a brand new Facebook page for Me Powered. It's at Me Powered. And my normal one is Rhonda Thompson. And we've got a website in the making, y'all. Make sure you save it because it's coming soon. mepowered.co. All right. So I want to welcome everybody to this show. And I tell you what, I am so excited and so elated for tonight. This is the second in my Black History Month series. And the people that I have on tonight, the reason that they're on tonight, number one, they're my friends. But number two is they are making history right now. And I wanted to do something different talking about Black history, is because I didn't want to just talk about all the history that everybody talks about, but I want to bring in key people all month that are literally making waves, and they're making history right now as we speak. And one of my guests, you guys may know him from producing, or you may know him from some of his songs. Chuckii Booker. I was shocked when I started looking everything up. I mean, he's my friend, but I started really reading his bio, and I'm like, dang, boy, okay. So he did the production for Rhythm Nation with Janet Jackson. He's touring currently right now with Lionel Richie, and he did a production for Troop. I used to think he was in Troop, but he was always with Troop. But he has worked with greats like In Vogue, Vanessa Williams. Stevie Wonder was messing with him on one of his videos. He was on Arsenio. I mean, this guy is so well connected. And wait till you hear who his godfather is. And he's also an artist. So he's got great songs like Turn Away from Love, which is one of my favorites. And Games, Why You Want to Play Those Games on Me? Okay, you remember that song? Yeah, that's Chuckii. And then, of course, my very special friend, Joey Parham. Now, Joey is real special to me because Joey is my heart. He is what I refer to as my right-hand man. He is AKA known as Birdman. He's a DJ, and he's got his own radio show in Philadelphia, the Birdman Show, and he is so well connected. He's introduced me to so many famous people, and Joey is like family. So I know Joey is with us right now. Chuckii is touching in, so I want to go ahead and bring Joey on and welcome Joey to the show.
Hey, Ron, what's going on?
Hey, Joey.
Hey, everybody. What's going on?
So good to see you and have you here. I'm so happy that you are here. Okay, Chuckii, you just got a message. He is here. All right. Chuckii
Yes.
here. Yay. Oh, he called me boo. I'm here, boo. But I want you. There he is. Hey, Chuckii. Mwah, mwah.
Joey,
So,
Chuck,
yeah,
What's up?
what's going on?
thank you so much,
Run
Chuck.
it.
I mean, you are like literally you ran off. You're coming from the plane, from traffic, onto this show. I
I
mean,
barely made it.
I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you, and I'm gonna let you rest for a minute and catch your breath. Okay, so Joey, why don't
Yes.
you tell everybody how you and I know each other, and you're the reason that Chuckii now is my boo, and Chuckii is in my life is because of
Okay.
you. And so tell everybody how I know you, Joey, and how we met and what we got going on.
Okay, great. So, hey, everybody, and my big bro Chuck, turn away. What's good? So, listen. So, basically, a good friend of mine, which everybody knows, is Tony Terry.
Yes.
So, Tony Terry did Rhonda's show, and he was telling me how great Rhonda was and everything like that. And I said, I said, really, Tony? I said, you know what? I'm going to reach out to Rhonda. So I reached out to Rhonda, and she told me she did a show. And you know me, when I reach out to people, I don't have any agendas. It was very, very genuine. So I reached out to Rhonda, and I said, hey, how you doing? I'm Joey Birdman. I'm a good friend of Tony Terry's. I love what you're doing with this show. And if I can help you in any way, let me know. And we began to talk, and we stayed connected. So anytime she asked me, she told me that she liked whatever artist, I would surprise her on the telephone. And when we would talk, I would patch them in on the line, and she could not believe that she was talking to these people. And I would always surprise her. And her last surprise was my good big bro, Chuckii. But she said, oh my God, Joey, I love Chuckii. Turn away. Why are you going to play these games on me? Oh my God, do you know him? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I said, Chuckii, you got to be Rhonda. She's a good friend of mine. And they connected, which Chuck is such a great, amazing artist, entertainer, and friend. He is like the absolute greatest. He's like almost walking on water, as far as I'm concerned. Like, he's an all-around great guy. And I'm not just saying this for the radio show. Like, me and Chuckii are very good friends. We know each other. We're not just doing this for this or Facebook friends. Like, we are really good friends.
Very good.
Awesome.
Am I correct, Chuckii? Did I miss anything?
Nope, Joey nailed it. This is my dude. That's my guy. We, we're really tight. So this is a blessing to have him on the show. To have my friend on here. So it's this is a good feeling to have him here.
Well, I couldn't have the show without Joey, because if it had not been for Joey, you would not be in my life. And I tell you what, everybody that Joey has introduced me to, I'm just gonna forewarn you, Chuck, you ain't going nowhere. Okay, I'm connected with everybody still, and like genuine love for each other, and everybody from Aunt Sarah before, and I got the opportunity to meet Sarah Dash, and before she passed, and she genuinely would call me and tell me she loved me. And like the relationships I build from everybody that Joey introduces me to is genuine. Well, Chuckii, I mean, I'll be calling you for, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, oh my God. And I'll be sending kisses and I love yous and all this stuff. And it's genuine. It's not for ratings. It's not for anything. It's genuine. And that's what I love is everybody that he introduces me to, even though you guys are all mega people, your hearts are so pure and you're genuine. I haven't met a single person yet that has not been genuine. And I create these amazing relationships with. And now I got Chuckii. So
and that's crazy that you say that, because it's very difficult for genuine people, especially in this industry. So once I met Joey, I knew like, okay, like directly from day, from that second you meet somebody, like whether or not if they're genuine or not, or I don't know, it might kind of have an agenda. Joey has never been that, and that's why me and him were like really tight because I knew from day one that he was a very genuine soul. And I can, you know, people out there that do have that type of connection, I'm sure they can appreciate that.
Yes, I appreciate you, Chuck. Like, oh my
Yes,
God,
sir.
I appreciate it. And
Yeah.
we're like two kids, Rhonda, when we get together. So
Oh,
we just
yeah.
have a good time. Like,
That's
Yeah, we're
Chuck,
just like two kids.
yes,
So okay, so I got to ask the beginning question. How do
yes.
you two know each other? How do you guys know each other?
Well, through a good friend of ours, actually in True, John
Yes.
John. Yeah, John
Okay.
connected us. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
John connected us, and and me and Chuck, we've always talked. We've always been good friends, even
Yeah,
with the
we've
time
always-
difference. He'll be in LA, I'll be in Philly sometimes. It'll be 3 in the morning, and we're on the phone laughing and joking like it's 12 o'clock in the
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock.
afternoon.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's true.
That's
true.
awesome. Well, I'm so glad that both of you are here, and Chuckii, I'm so honored to have you here. And you know, you and I have connected from day one, and I genuinely care about you. I genuinely love you. Don't want anything from you. And I'm so honored that you are my friend.
Absolutely.
And you know, I can't wait to see you in person, which is coming. It's coming. All right.
It's coming one day. Yes.
And I still gotta hook up with Joey too. We gotta do something. All right, Destry Carter is checking up. What's up, y'all? He said. All right. So now that we got the introductions, I know this hour is going to fly by. We got so much to cover. Before we start, make sure you guys both share this. Chuckii, put this on your freaking profile right now.
Yes.
So all your people will know that you are being, you know, on live right now. So we want to, in case people want to interact and ask questions, that's the great thing is this platform, they can interact with us live. So you want to make sure you share it on all your platforms. So all your fans, if they want to ask you something, that, hey, they can ask you something because you got all kinds of stuff happening right now.
Yes.
So what I want to do right now is, because I know we're already going to have to take a commercial break in a minute, is you are both making history, okay? And when I say that, I mean, Joey, you make history with the people that you touch. It's lifetime. And every person that I've ever met through you has told me, Joey is the type of person that you just don't mess over. You touch lives of people, from the kids you teach to you know, your gifts and your genuine friendship, and you change people's lives.
Thank you.
You really do. And that needs to be honored and celebrated. And that's why I definitely wanted to have you as well. And then
Thank you, Rhonda.
You're so welcome, Joey. And then Chuckii, you, oh my God. I mean, you're changing the course of musical history from, I mean, I don't even know how many people you produce. I mean, Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation.
Yes.
New Jack Swing. You know, you got all your own stuff. In Vogue, you got the new Funky Divas. I mean, you're on Arsenio Hall back in the day. You're touring with Lionel Richie right now. I saw Stevie Wonder joning you about spread your wings, clowning you, and I'm like, oh my God, you are making history with your music. Now, I want to start here. What would you say what are you first? Are you a producer first, or are you a musician first? Are you an artist? What are you first? What's your love? What do you want to call yourself first?
I think ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be behind the scenes working in the field as a producer. And the only reason why I've always wanted to be that is because my godfather, that's how I was introduced into the industry, by watching him behind the mixing board, telling people, play this, play that, or do this, change this. This doesn't sound good enough. You know, let's change the tone of this, you know, and just the intricacies of making a record is what really just be crazy. It's like, wow, this is what I want to do. As a kid, it's like, that's what I want to do. I want to do what my godfather's doing. So I had the best teacher. I had the best seat in the house growing up. I was like 10 years old, watching him things. So once I developed my skill as a man, all of production skills kicked in right away. So I knew exactly what it is I needed to do in order to make a record in my mind. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Now, let everybody know. All right. We need a drum roll. Who is your godfather?
My godfather is Barry White.
Like the Barry White.
The Barry White, yeah.
The maestro.
Yeah,
I mean,
most people know, but I'm sure there's some
right.
that don't know.
Right.
But, yeah.
But what was that like? I mean, and then just me talking to you in our conversations, you were also trained up by somebody else that is magnificent. That's a legend in his own right too. It's like you've been surrounded by legends. So who else trained you up?
Boy, I can't even remember who it was. I mean, I've been trained by DJ Rogers. I don't know if a lot of people know who DJ Rogers is, but he had a big song called "Say You Love Me" in the 70s, early 70s. I was under his tutelage. Who else? Foster, big time producer. Boy, who else? Who else did I say? I can't even remember.
I could have swore you said like Duke Ellington or something like that, or somebody. Somebody said
I admire Duke Ellington, but it wasn't Duke.
Okay, you admire. Okay, so maybe it was Duke Ellington was somebody you admired. Duke Ellington was somebody that had like an impression on you.
Yes, he had an impression.
Okay,
but as far as being under his tutelage, no.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then
That's okay. That's okay.
Now, one of the things I love about you is you play so many instruments.
Yeah.
You're like, Prince in that, right? How many instruments do you play?
Oh, I would say I don't play that many instruments. I play like maybe 5, but the synthesizer, the keyboard that I use, it can mimic a lot of different things. So it's the way that I program certain things that makes it sound like, wow, my records, it's like all the instruments. But when you hear it, it sounds like an orchestra. You're thinking, man, this guy plays everything. But a majority of those sounds actually come from a keyboard or a synthesizer. Like horns, I'm not really a horn player per se.
Okay.
I did play saxophone in junior high school. That was like actually my very first wind instrument that I did play. And then I played flute.
Okay.
But after that, I didn't do too much after that. I just stayed with bass guitar, basically the rhythm sections, bass, guitar, drums, and keyboards.
Yeah. And you are a monster on the guitar. Let me just say that. I mean, and you always reference Tommy O and stuff, and you are sick. You are sick on the guitar. And your piano, though, I love. Piano's my favorite. And you just, the piano is something else, and the keyboards and everything too. And you stepped in there with Lionel with the drums when somebody last second couldn't play, and I was like, okay, Chuckii, okay, all right.
Oh yeah, it's not a problem.
Awesome. That is awesome. Now I know it's already 6:21. I know we already got to take a commercial break.
Wow.
I know this hour is going to fly.
Yes.
When we come back, Joey, I want you to tell me, like when you guys were growing up, what kind of influence did Chuckii have on you? And Chuckii, what did you pull from him as friends? Because I don't want this to just be a regular interview of, hey, do this bibliography. I want people to get to know you, Chuckii, because I want them to get to know the heart and soul of you. So when we come back, we'll pick up there, but we're going to take a break real fast for a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Did you know JQLM Radio provides media services like voiceovers, radio advertising, video flyers, and other audio and video services? Contact JQLM Radio today for your brand promotional needs at 317-886-0296 or email jqlmradio@gmail.com. JQLM Radio, real voices, raw entertainment, and relevant topics. Track What You Did by CXNST on soundcloud.com/officiallowpass. Music promoted by freestockmusic.com.
317-886-0296.
Hey, how you doing? It's me. That's right. It's me, TP Hearn. I'm going back to Indiana. That's right. I'm coming home. Indianapolis. I'm going to be there. Simply Serenity is doing it again. The Valentine's Day comedy show weekend. It's going to be off the chain February the 11th. Hosted by your boy Sweaty Hands. And I'm bringing a gang of comics with me. That's right, TP Hearn, February 11th. Serenity, Simply Serenity is doing it again. The Valentine's Day Comedy Jam.
If you're tired of hearing the same music and content every 5, 10, or 15 minutes on air, then check out JQLM Radio for the realest, rawest, and most relevant variety of music, talk shows, and more. Start your days with a little bit of gospel and gospel rap from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All of my life, I've never known you to fail. You deliver me. 'Cause all I seem to do is coming and breaking it down with that wiggity style, man. We really living it out, don't miss it.
Then get into some hot R&B.
Say baby, what you doing? Excited.
Some hip hop.
Falling in deep with the quicksand. Flag on my fan, oh quick run. I was packing on the pound, got my
Look, once upon a time, and I heard that.
A little bit of pop.
watermelon sugar, strawberries.
And some neo soul for the rest of the day. JQLM Radio, real, raw, and relevant.
Holds my hand.
All right, we are back after our commercial break, and I also have to go ahead and plug one of my sponsors. His name is Rob Delitas. He is known as the ERP Man, and he is an addiction counselor and specialist, and he is the co-founder of ERP Therapy for Addiction. He's got a book named Kill the Craving. He's my boss, my new boss, and he's got a wonderful program that he teaches all kinds of people. So if you want to get information, his website is erptherapy.com. Rob Delitas. All right, so we are back. All right, guys. So, all right. So before we went to the break, let me ask you, Chuckii, when you're thinking of, well, not when you're thinking, how do you know when something is going to be a hit musically? Like, what is it that you look for? What is it that you feel?
Well, I think for me, I mean, everybody is completely different. What you can think is a hit is only one section of it. There's basically like 3 sections of a hit record. One is to know that this is a hit record. Okay. And once you know that, then you have to take all of that and put that into the hands of the record company. And then they have to know that it's a hit record. And if they feel that it's a hit record, then what they'll do is they'll do all the marketing and promotion to put that out there to all the common folk, all the, to the people out there, the audience. And then they will be the deciding factor on whether or not that record is a hit record. So I could think there's a hit record all day, but it's not always up to me to make that a reality.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Joey, when you were growing up,
Yes.
you knowing Chuckii and stuff way back from Troop days and
Yes.
stuff, what did you see in him? Like, how did you know he was going to be as big as he is?
Well,
back then?
let me say this. Chuckii produced a lot of stuff for Troop. He wasn't in Troop.
Right.
Yeah, he produced a lot of stuff, but I've always admired Chuckii. My favorite song was Turned Away. I love Turned Away. And I love Games of. I love all the songs, but my favorite is Turned Away. And I just always admired it that and you both know that I do the puppetry with the puppets and everything. I was so acting silly, and I got the puppet to sing Turn Away for Chuckii, and I sent the to Chuckii, and he got a kick out of it. But I've always admired Chuckii. Like, our friendship is very, very genuine. Rhonda, what I really love about Chuckii, he's not pretentious. He's not one of those entertainers that he's one way one month and then he's another way the next month. He's always positive all the time. And then growing up back in the 80s and 90s, I was on the BET when it was BET Live and Video Soul. I always knew, because even though he had that falsetto, and I hope that he does it today, Chuckii has that nice golden tenor voice, but he can sound exactly like Rick James too.
Oh yeah, he can.
Yeah. Oh, he can sing.
Yes, he can.
He can sing
with
his
the wig and everything. And I got my karaoke that I do, because I can hit some Tina now.
Right. Well, y'all got to do Fire and Desire, because Chuckii is definitely
one day. We'll have to definitely work that out. But and I love that. Yeah, and you're a clown too. I mean, I see all your jokes and stuff, which I love that about you, because you're not to where you can't reach you. You know, and you're a regular human being, and that's one of the things I love. Being that this is Black History Month, what would you both say is the most important thing right now to focus on as far as Black history for people right now? Do you think it's more important to focus? Well, I don't say more important. I'll just leave it right there. What do you think is the most important part of Black history right now that you want people to know about?
Okay.
You want to go, Joe? Or you want me to go first?
Go ahead, Chuck. Or should I go first, because you are the main attraction?
Well, no, it doesn't matter. No, you're the main attraction.
You're both the main attraction.
But Rhonda, this is what I'll say with Black history.
You were a teacher of kindergarten for
right. But this is what I'll say. Black history for me, and I'm going to use myself and Chuckii as an example. And you said we're creating Black history. I think this is a great example of Black history, because as Afro-Americans, and just all people, but having a friend that's like having a friend / brother that can uplift you, that you can talk to, that is no ego colliding. We're both very grounded, and he's always there to have a listening ear. And then with all that's going on in the world, like Chuckii said, you need some solid, genuine people that can uplift you and give you energy. So if you want to continue Black history, you have to put yourself around those people that can help you create it. So if you're around great people, you can create great history, because you're connecting with the right type of people. And when you're with the right type of people, you do right and you act right, and you won't do crazy, posting and all of that. And Chuckii can be very hilarious, but he is very spiritual based, and he always has uplifted me. And he's not that fluffed up with himself that, oh, I'm Chuckii Booker, oh, you can't. He's not that type of person. Like, he's very, very genuine, and that's what I like about him. And Black, you have to create Black history, but what you put out, you get back. So I hope I answered the question and not went in circles. Did I answer it?
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
No, so absolutely. And I would like to actually just add on and reiterate to what Joey just said. Along with that, because I agree with everything he said there. I just want to add on top of that as well.
Chuckii Ducky.
For me, I think for me, what Black history means, on top of everything Joey said, is to focus on the children. And what I mean by that is to make sure that those children know what true Black history is. See, we're only being told by people that, first of all, us as indigenous people, we do not own the media. We don't own the true sectors of social media and things. So they only tell us what we want to hear or what they want us to hear. But in order for us to truly know what Black history is, we have to do the deepest research to understand who we are, where we come from, what we've accomplished, what things have we brought to society, to this industry, to society. These things that a lot of people just don't know because it's never been documented. So once I did a lot of research and I found out that us as melanated people or indigenous people have really brought to society, it's mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It's just beyond anything that I could ever imagine. So when I seen all this and I researched and studied all this, it made me proud to be who I am as a person. Not just the state my skin is dark or brown, but just the fact that, there's so much negative aspect of who we are as a people, that's out there. But when you look on the flip side of it, we've done so much to better this nation and this country and this world, and that has never been the forefront of media to the masses of people out there. So I think it's important that our children know what we've done and who we are and where we came from, and just on that, rather than watching the real Hollywood housewives and making that, or this person is with this person, or Kim and Kanye are doing this today. That shouldn't be our concern.
Right.
It's really not our concern. That's why I really don't watch TV. I never have, never will, and I won't. So I think, again, everything Joey said, and to really put that focus on the children so they have a better understanding of who we are as a collective.
I love that, Chuckii. And, thank you guys both for, those perspectives and stuff. And I just think it's important to have the conversation. And
absolutely,
I love what you said, both of you said, and especially the kids too. And Chuckii, you and I were just talking earlier to, it was either today or yesterday. I asked you about Justin Schultz. I mean, that kid is phenomenal.
Amazing.
He's a prodigy. And music is a universal language. And there's so many people that are talented with music. And music is so powerful. And music shapes our nation. Music shapes our cultures. And anybody that's doing music, I mean, I think you need to really pay attention to what you're putting out and what you're singing and what you're doing, because that's representing who you are, with everything. And you want to be, putting out good stuff. Like you said, you don't want to be just focusing on reality type stuff or the negative things. There's so many beautiful things. There's so many people that can really sing. There's so many people that can really play. There's so many people that can really write. And you don't have to, use all the tools and the filters and stuff, and just stand in who you are.
Absolutely.
And let everybody see that.
Yes.
So I love that. And thank you guys both for that.
No problem.
Now,
Rhonda?
Yes.
Can I just start to jump in? But listen, I want to, not to exclude you as a mother of Afro-American men, how do you feel? What do you feel that you can contribute to, as well as a radio host? Because let's not leave out, you are a mother of Afro-American men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. See that's what happens when you have a radio host on a radio host. It's just
you put on the spot.
But I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, my kids
That's
are
a good
right
question.
there. And I've got 5 adult children, and everybody that knows me knows I am Italian, and my oldest daughter's Puerto Rican. Never was married her dad, but when I did get married, my husband was Black, and then my other 4 children are African American and Italian, and everything rolled up into one. And I will tell you this: there is, and my family's very diverse with the cultures, with grandkids and everything, and it is something of a challenge, and I'm gonna piss off a lot of women when I say this, but it's the truth. I was a single mom for a very long time, and I know Yes, mama, you can do it. Yes, you don't need a man and all this other stuff. However, if you have boys, especially African American boys, you cannot give him what another African American male can. And you need to move out the way, because there's things that they only a man can impart into a boy, that with the tone, with the just the life and experiences. And then likewise too for girls. I mean, there's so many daddyless daughters and fatherless sons, and you can't do it by yourself. You need the male in the picture. And especially if you have a multicultural family like myself, it's very important, because you have to give honor to the cultures, and you can't be like, I know where you're coming from. Because I tell you what, my kids, I can't tell you what they go through. I can feel for them, but I'm not them, and I would never say I am them. And they have a different experience than I do, and I respect that, and I acknowledge that. So I make way for it, and I think that's good, because I think everybody needs to know every part about their culture, and and go as far as they can and learn where they come from. So thanks, Joey, for asking me that.
Thanks, Joey.
But, now I know. Jesus, we're gonna have to take another break soon.
Okay.
But when we come back, Chuckii, I know you've got some projects coming up. You've got you've got a project you're working on. I don't know if you feel like singing a little something.
Oh, please.
I don't know, because you just came off the plane, so I'm not gonna put you on the spot. But
I just got off the plane.
And do a me or something. But no, if you don't want to, that's fine. But when we come back, we'll touch base on that and let everybody know how they can keep in touch with you. So we will be right back.
Okay.
I love it.
Are you in need of a fresh perspective on relationships, wholeness, love, and transformation? Or are feeling consumed with hurts from the past and finding it difficult to overcome traumatic events? Well, contact licensed marriage and family therapist Sharon Mason of Love That Relationship. She can get you back on the road to building a healthy and loving relationship with yourself and others. Love That Relationship. Simply Serenity Empire and YizorTV.com presents the Valentine's Day Comedy Show with headliner T.P. Hearn, as seen on BET and Def Comedy Jam, featuring Louisville's Meech Dog, Lil Stephanie, Indy's own Denise the Comedian, and the original DJ Flip. Hosted by Robert Sweaty Hands Day. It's going down February 11th at 8 p.m. inside the ballroom located at 7055 East 16th Street in Indianapolis, Indiana. Doors open at 7 p.m. General admission is $20. Table seats are $30. VIP is $40. Get your celebrity comedian meet and greet tickets for only $10. Meet and greet begins at 5:30. Doors open at 5 o'clock. Pictures will not be allowed after the show. Get your tickets now at SimplySerenityEmpire.com. That's SimplySerenityEmpire.com. Temperature checks and masks will be required to enter. COVID rules will be reinforced.
Hey there. Hey there. If you can hear my voice, this is Pamela, host of Hospitality, here to remind you that Ego Entertainment Network has a lot for your business. Listen, honey, you need to get with it. Ego Entertainment offers various services, media coverage, red carpet services, promo interviews on air. They offer meet and greet services, honey, not to mention other event services. You want to get in gear. Ego Entertainment is empowered greatness optimized. We're now booking and spots are going fast. Ego serves the United States and all event types, honey. So if you are opening a business, having a store opening, a restaurant opening, and you want some coverage, Ego Entertainment is the way to go. Call or text 317-886-0296 or go to egoentertainmentnet.com.
All right, we are back.
We're back.
The show is going up
yeah.
live. We're like winding down already. But all right, so we're going to talk about the specific things about music because Chuckii instructed me. I always ask my guests, is there anything, not to talk? He said, stick to the music. Just stick to the music. So that's why we're talking music. Music, that's it. That's all we're talking about. All right, so with everything that you're doing right now, let people know what you got coming up because you got a lot of big things coming up.
Yes, quite a few things coming up. Well, number one, in the immediate future, there is a European tour with Mr. Lionel Richie. That's going to be popping off really soon. I'm also working with a group called the Funky Divas, not to be mistaken with En Vogue. This is a young new girls group, but they took the name Funky Diva and they're rolling with it. 4 beautiful girls that can sing. They're beautiful. They can sing. They have great voices. I finished working on their project. That's going to be coming out very, very, very soon. And I think I sent you one that I produced.
You did, but we couldn't get it pulled up because
that's okay.
He let us know something about rights or something. We need it wasn't the right format or something.
Okay.
So, or otherwise it would have already been played.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem at all. Okay. And I think for me, the biggest thing that's going to pop off this summer is I'm working on my 3rd album. This is my 3rd project. So, and it's been since 1992. Yeah. And I vowed to myself back in 92 that I would never do another record again.
Really?
And I'm not doing it for, like I said, fame. And I'm just doing it because I just felt like I needed to add to my legacy and at least let the people know that I'm still here and I can still make.
Oh, you can still sing.
Music.
You still got it, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't lost nothing.
I got the bug. Yeah, I talked to Joey about this even before I started. I told Joey, I said, I'm not sure. And he's like, man, Chuckii, go ahead and do that record, man.
Yes.
I wasn't sure. Mm-hmm. But Joey being the person that he is, he's always been that cheerleader. Mm-hmm. And he gave me that extra incentive to say, man, just do it. So I kind of just started doing the little things here and there. And before I knew it, I just started coming up with all the songs. And so I'm really, really looking forward to that and for dropping the first single May 1st, and then the album is going to be July.
Yeah,
July is my birthday. Hey,
so I guess that'll be a big birthday present.
That sure will.
You get a copy before anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And you even told me, I thought you were playing. Because I was just flirting around and just being.
I know you were,
but you told me that you actually dedicated.
There's a song in there that definitely fits your mold. It fits your character.
Wow!
And when you hear it, you'll know. You'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah, there's a certain distinction and a definitely a marriage of an idea. When you hear it, you'll know.
I'm so excited. I cannot believe it. Lady J sent a message as far as your girls. Send us the song so we could put it in rotation and play it on the radio station here because it's 24 hours, JQLM radio. And so anytime you have new music and stuff like that, man, just drop it and we can be playing it and getting it out there for you and stuff too. So all right. So the new project, are you able to say the name of the new project yet or
yes
no?
I can.
So the new project,
my new project is called Generations.
Yeah,
and
that was the picture on the flyer with all the slices. That's the cover.
Mm-hmm. It's called Generations, and basically what that means is this album is going to be all the songs of the people who influenced me, who have inspired me to be the person that I am. Like I'll have one song on the album that is, let's just say, Prince was a big inspiration to me. So I have a song that's made just like maybe it was 1989 or 1990, something that when Prince was at his heyday, I made a song in that aspect, just like that. Or Earth, Wind, and Fire. I have a song that was recorded just like how they recorded Maybe That's the Way of the World back in 1970.
Yes.
I did a song in that mode. Then
Awesome.
I did another song kind of like James Brown, and then
All
I did
right.
another song that's kind of like the Stylistics, because they're one of my
Okay.
favorite groups.
I love them
I
too.
go in that mode. So every song is different, but yet it's all done by recorded and produced by me. And
Wow.
it's just basically paying homage to those before me that paved the way for the person that I am today.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. And then you've got two other projects, you know, you got Chuckii, and then you've got Nice and Wild, and
Yes.
you've got your hits on there. Now, what's your favorite song that you've ever made?
Ooh. Wow. So you mean when you say my favorite, doesn't
Birds are
necessarily have
active.
to
The
mean
birds
like,
are chirping in Joey's background. So
I
you're-
know, right? They're like, oh my God, they hear Chuckii talking.
Yeah,
you
so
know what?
they're
There's
excited.
a song. Of course, my most popular song was Games. That was like the biggest
Right.
seller for me. But it's not always, doesn't always mean that it's my favorite.
Right.
But I think my favorite song that I've ever written was a song on my second album, Nice and Wild, called "You Don't Know."
Wow.
Yeah.
And that song means a lot to me, for many reasons. But just the fact that I wrote that entire song in 48 minutes.
Wow.
I recorded it, and I sung all the backgrounds, and I did all the lead and everything in less than 48 minutes.
Wow.
It came to me like that fast that I didn't have to stop and go, oh, you know what? Let me put this away. I'll come back in a couple of days and try to work on it. It was just nonstop from the moment the creativity hit me up to the 48 minutes that I actually finished it. It was done. It was like, wow. It was like God just slapped me in the face with that song without me second guessing anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to ask what was going on at that time because we're keeping it to the music. Because I'm
No.
going to text you later. I'm going to be like, okay, Joey. I'm going to be like, okay, Chuckii, what was going on at that time? Tell me what
No, you know what it was? It was just there was somebody that I think that I admired. I don't think it was necessarily the right time to tell that person that I admired them, but I admired them from afar. So I said, you know what? This is a great way. It's basically what Lionel Richie said in his song "Hello." Like he was saying, it's basically that he was admiring somebody from far away, but he didn't want to, go up and So it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's incredible. Now, what is it like? Because you're in Vegas all the time with him. What is it like being on the same stage and touring with him? And just, what is that like for you?
Oh, it's always a learning experience. Only because Lionel is what I call, he is a complete entertainer. He's just like, I would put him up there like with the Princes, the Rat Pack, your Frank Sinatras, your Sammy Davis Jr.'s. These guys did it all. They played all the instruments. They did comedy. They were actors. They did everything. And they know how to entertain a crowd. Lionel can entertain his ass off. Like, he knows exactly what to do and what to say to bring a crowd in, to lock them up, and then he'll sing his songs. He's a complete entertainer, and that's the one thing that I learned from being on stage with him every night, is seeing him really just knowing how to captivate an audience. That dude is amazing.
Yeah, he really isn't. He hasn't lost anything either. And there's like certain people that seem to get better with time. Like you've been now in this industry for how many generations?
Wow.
I first started in this industry, believe it or not, I started in 1983.
Okay.
Wow.
And how old were you?
In 93, I was 20 years old.
Okay. Yeah, most people don't realize
19.
As good as you look right now, people don't realize, like, as good as I look, people don't realize my age. They don't realize your age. So how old are you?
I'm 59.
You 59.
Oh, yeah. Looking like he's 2 years old. I always tell him that.
And look who's talking. We talk. We argue about this all the time. Don't pay no attention to Joe. We talk about this all the time. Look who's talking. Look at him.
I know.
I know. Joey, how old are you?
29.
You see, he's not gonna tell his
No.
age.
How old are you?
And I knew he wasn't. That's
He
why I
never
said
answers that for me.
Ah.
Chuckii. He doesn't
he's
ever
not gonna
answer
tell
that
his age.
question for me.
Well, I am younger than y'all. I don't like to say it because then I think if I say it, I'm gonna get a gray hair.
No, I don't want you to say it.
That's right. You just color them, and I come in. I gotta color them.
No. I'm saying that for me. I'm being silly. I'm being silly. But wait, Chuckii and Rhonda, let me say.
Crazy.
Yeah, you know I'm always crazy with the like. Listen, this is my funniest Rhonda moment, and it's not too crazy, but I love this. She was like, "Oh my God, Joey, I can't believe Chuckii. I can't believe you introduced me to Chuckii. He's such a great guy. He's such a great guy." I said, "I know he is. He is." She said, "You know what? Tell him."
Here it comes. Go ahead.
Tell him. I better not catch him in Atlanta. And I love that, Chuckii. I love when Rhonda say that. I better not catch him in Atlanta, and I'll just get a kick out of that.
He tells me about that all the time. And yes, that's but hey,
That's funny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you know it was going to be G-rated, Rod. It wasn't going to be nothing crazy.
Of course. Well, I didn't say anything but that.
Yeah, exactly. I know that. But you know, sometimes people are waiting for the filth, you know, in the ratchery.
No.
Y'all
It's never been like
you guys
that.
are funny.
Yes, yeah, you know I'm not like that, but I love that when you say I better not catch him in Atlanta, and I laugh. I'll be like, Chuckii, you better not go to Atlanta.
That's all right. I'm gonna make my way to Vegas and see his show. So, but I'm 55, so you're 59. Joey will never tell us how old he is, but that's okay. I can't believe we're gonna be wrapping up soon. Before we run out of time, Joey, how do people follow you? Tell them how.
Well, you know what? They can follow me on social media. Joey Parham, which that's my name. On Instagram, Parham Joey. I do the Birdman show, the radio show, and everything like this. Listen, Rhonda, I am so delighted. I'm so delighted that you had me on with Chuck, because you know that's my guy. So this was such an honor that you put me on, because this was an honor just to be here with Chuck. Even if you didn't, I was going to tune in anyway, but I'm glad to be here to see my guy, because we talk to each other, but just to see each other. So this is like a reunion with me, Rondy Wandy, Chuckii Ducky, baby. We all together.
Hey, Chuckii, how do people follow you? Because we're gonna run out of time in like 3 minutes. So how do people follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Chuckii Graham, ChuckII Graham. You can hit me there. I'm on Facebook too under just Chuckii Booker. So you can catch me there.
I'm so glad to have you guys both here. This made my whole night. And you guys already told you how to follow me. Now Chuckii's got his new music coming out. Make sure you support him, guys. And hopefully this won't be the last time that we get to see him and get him on here. So, you are welcome. My platform is your platform. You got my number, and, definitely keep in touch with me. But everybody, next week, we're continuing Black History Month, and we have the champions of the Black History Bowl that I have been hosting here in Cobb County. A whole bunch of area schools been going round for round, and they got the champions, and these kids are amazing. Wow. I'm telling you, these kids are smart, and we're gonna have a representative of all the teams of the finalists next week's show on the 15th. So make sure you tune in, and then we're going to end up on the 22nd with Gary Davis, Next Level Boys Academy. So got a power-packed month for you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. You've been watching Me Powered with Rhonda. Share this, okay? And go get Chuckii's new single album when it comes out. Have a great night, everybody.